Greetings of the day, everyone. I am Aishi Jain from School of Law, Modi University, working as a legal intern in Lexis Q and Company. Today, in this video, I am describing about India's new IT rules do not conform with the international human rights norms. In UN Special Reporters, the UN Special Reporters of the United States had been written to the Indian government expressing serious concern over the IT rules notifying to regulate social media intermediaries, streaming platform and digital news in India media. They have argued to the Indian government of the India to withdraw, review and reconsider the certain key aspect of the Indian Technology Intermediary Guideline and Digital Media Ethics Code 2021 on account of limiting the infringement of a wide range of human rights. We are concerned that the information technology Intermediary Guideline and Digital Media Ethics Rule 2021 in current form do not conform with the international human rights norms, said the letter written by the three UN special reporters. Thus, 8-page letter is penned by the Iraq Khan, special reporter on the promotion and the protection of the right of the freedom of the opinion and the expression. Cement Neotisho Warren, special reporter on the right of freedom of peaceful assembly and the association, and the third one, Joseph Kenchi, a special reporter on the right to privacy. They have said that provision related to traceability of the first originality intermediary liable to execute oversight of digital media content violating the right over the right to privacy and freedom to speech and expression and reach the International Covenant of Civil and Political Rights, fragmenting and vacuous in terms employed in rules such as fake news content that mislead or cause any injury to a person, the letter says. As social media intermediaries deal with a huge amount of content, a regressive definition of restriction of the freedom of expression is crucial for them to protect speeches that are legitimate under the international law, such as expression of dissenting view. A sufficient precise definition is essential to prevent the possibility that legitimate expression is taken down on the political or unjustifiable ground. It will be sure that the new IT rule do not chilling affect the independent media reporting. We express serious concern about obligation on companies to monitor and rapidly use user-generated content, which we fear is likely to be undermine the right of freedom and expression, the special reporter wrote. We worry that intermediaries will over-comply with take-down requests to limit their liabilities or will develop digital recognition based on the content, removing its system or automatic tools to restrict content. As emphasized by the art presiders, these techniques are unlikely to be accurately evaluate cultural content and identity illegitimate content. We are more worried about that social deadline is all short deadline compared with the aforementioned criminal penalty could lead service provider to remove legitimate expression as a precaution to avoid syndication, the writer continued. Further, they voiced appreciation about the rule breaking encryption of social media platform and thereby infringing the right of privacy of the users. We are surely concerned that Section 4 may comprise the right to privacy of any internet user. We are notably concerned by the ability of expression authority to issue order to access to user data and restrict content, which seems to take place outside any judiciary oversight mechanism that would hold authority accountable. Inefficient procedural safeguard oversight can be contribute to limiting opportunity for accountability, which in turn generate further human rights violation. We are further concerned that Section 4 establishes a general monetary obligation that will be read to monitoring and filtering of user-generated content at a point of upload. This form of restriction would be enabled to blocking of content without any form of due process even before it is published, reversing the well-established presumption that state not individual bear the burden of justification restriction on the freedom of expression under Article 348. Lastly, we are told that this provision will in effect not only apply to significant social media intermediacy but potentially to any intermediacy. In fact, Section 6 of the rule provides that the media may order for release to be recorded in writing require any intermediary which is not sufficient social media intermediary to comply with all or any of its obligations. Such an unfettered discretion concern conferred to executive authority possess serious risks of freedom and expression and right of privacy of every internet user. Lastly, I am discussing about impact on social media freedom. Lastly, the reporter point that the part 3 of the rule will affect the freedom of digital news publisher. We are seriously concerned that such bounds power given to the executive authority without judicial review is likely to undue restriction the free flow of information which is protected by the Article 19 Clause 2 of the ICCPR. It is essential that the oversight mechanism be an autonomous body independent from any pressure, especially political pressure. We worry that the rule grant a government agency extensive power to order the blocking of the content in the absence of any meaningful safeguard in violation of the international standard of the freedom of expression. Moreover, the website blocking is an extreme measure analog of banning a newspaper or a broadcast which can only be justified in a line within an international standard on human rights. In practice, website blocking is disappropriately in vast majority of the case since the blocking orders are not sufficiently targeted and involve the restriction of access to perfectly legitimate content. The letter says the government of India had replied to above report saying the IT rule are framed taking into account principle of reasonableness and proportionality and the government respect right to privacy and the media freedom. The Indian government told the UN that the IT rules are designed to empower the original user of the social media and that the government has held broad consultation with the civil society and other stakeholders in 2018. The petition has filed in 4 high court in India challenging the validity of IT rules. In March, online news media The Wire approached the Delhi High Court. Followed the quint, the Kerala High Court has granted interim protection for coercion action under Part 3 of the rule to live law. In petition filed by the Against in Rule, the Kannada News Paridhi Dhani was approached to Karnataka High Court against the rules. Recently, WhatsApp moved to the Delhi High Court challenging the traceability clause under Part 2 of the rule. Later, Google also approached the Delhi High Court against the rule. Lastly, the vocalist T.M. Krishna approached the Madras High Court against this rule. Thank you.